now that we've gotten everything out of the way, you've known how to build your channel, you know how to create content, how to edit them. Now it's time for you to grow your channel, because it makes no point or no sense having a channel that's not growing. You need to know how to make it grow, and that's exactly what we'll be talking about here. And to help your channel grow, you need to understand the YouTube algorithm. Now, this is a big language, but an algorithm is simply a machine that is put in place to understand the behavior of people in or using the software. Basically, that's it. So the machine that understands how people behave or interact with the platform. So on YouTube, the algorithm on YouTube helps the YouTube platform to understand viewers, understand people like you and I who post content, understand our type of content, understand the keywords we use in our content, understand are people interested in our content or not. So this is what we'll be discussing now. So what is the YouTube algorithm? It's that machine, like I said, has to be your friend. The machine that helps understand what type of content you create. Before we go further, you need to first of all debug something. The YouTube algorithm serves one thing, and the main thing is viewers. The YouTube algorithm, his main priority, imagine the algorithm being a person. If the person, which is an algorithm, has somebody or has a focus, please understand that the focus of this algorithm is the viewers, meaning people that come to watch content. That's the algorithm's main priority. The uploaders, or you and I, or content creators, are the algorithm's second focus. All right, so two focus, but the main focus is the viewer. Now, how do you now take advantage of this information, knowing that the focus is the viewer? You need to understand that when YouTube has their platform, they want this viewer to stay on the platform for as long as possible. As a matter of fact, left to YouTube want every user to stay on the platform for 24 hours. Okay, this is how you make the algorithm your friend. If you can make these viewers stay longer on YouTube, all right, with your videos or your content, then the algorithm will be your friend. So if your content attracts users, one, attracts users, and two, keep users or viewers, if your content can do these two things, then you are the friend of the algorithm. So when you are making a video or making your content, please understand that you're not making your content for a machine. You're making your content for people, because if you target and if you satisfy people, you more or less will be satisfying the algorithm. So create your content for people. Ask yourself, the content I'm creating, is it interesting? Is it entertaining? Is it educative? Would it keep viewers on YouTube, or they will hurriedly leave? You have to make up your mind which is your content or what category it is. When you understand all of this, it's going to help you to better program or better draft out your content. When you understand that YouTube only is interested or mainly is interested of viewers, to keep viewers and to protect them. All right, now let's do this. Now that you have this in the back of your mind, whenever you're creating a content, create the content as if you are talking to a particular person. For example, Anne. Let's say, for example, you are creating a content for Anne, and Anne lives in South Africa. Okay, Anne is a middle-aged woman. Anne is a mom. Anne is a student. So whatever Anne is, once you have an idea of who Anne is, when you make your content, you make your content to fit Anne. That this content is meant for Anne. Once you can satisfy one Anne, you probably will be able to satisfy two Anne or three or four Annes, and that way you'll be satisfying the algorithm. Okay, so the algorithm would then look at your video. If Anne plays your video and watch to the end, another Anne plays your video and watch to the end, another one plays your video and watch to the end, then you understand that the algorithm would be there watching to see what's happening. And the moment the algorithm sees that people are watching your video, the algorithm would suggest another video of yours. And if another Anne watch your video, another one again watch your video, all of these are signals that are being triggered. They are triggered signals. And the algorithm is watching these signals and saying, wow, so this person is actually making content that people or Anne or Annes, I'm sure you get the meaning of this, that different Annes are liking. So the YouTube are not saying, okay, so these videos are appropriate for these people. These videos are what these people are looking for. So that's how the algorithm works. The algorithm is getting the right video in front of the right audience. But please note that the algorithm really cares more about the audience. So you too should care about your audience by giving your audience pure value. By understanding what is it am I proposing. If you can answer that question, what is my proposition or value proposition? What am I proposing to my audience? If you have this in the back of your mind, you'll be able to hit the nail on the head every time you publish a video, because you know what you're selling or what you want to offer. Yes, it may be a bit difficult to have people follow you or subscribe to you just immediately, because people don't, first of all, know what you're offering, and the algorithm is still trying to understand what you're about. One thing that can help you with the algorithm is not all that effective, but it can still work, is the description part of your video. The description. This is where you describe what your video is about. Remember I told you, don't describe your video as if you're describing it to a robot. Describe your video as if you're making it for somebody, so somebody to understand. So one good way to help the algorithm help you is making sure that you have the right description. All right, use some keywords, which is like SEO, some keywords in it that will make your video searchable. However, this does not 100% mean that because your description is very well written, then your video would rank. No. What we usually rank is the interest people show on your video and something called CTR, which is the click-through rate. What this means: if somebody sees your video and clicks on your video and watches your video for only 4 minutes, and your video is 20 minutes, and then closes your video and goes to another video or exit the app, what you have done is, what Anne has done to your video is, Anne has showed that she's not interested in this video or not too interested in the video. That's why she left. Now the algorithm is watching all of this, watching, okay, this person watched and left. But if Donald watch your video and watch the whole 10 minutes or 20 minutes of video and watch another video, okay, that you have that is about like 10 minutes, the algorithm is watching this and saying, okay, Donald likes this video. The more type of people that watch your video to the end, YouTube would refer this video to those type of people. Watch your video to the end and avoid these people because they don't like your content. Have you ever seen when you watch a video and you get like a message, how interested are you in this topic? Very interested, not interested, you know? It's because YouTube is trying to understand your online behavior as regards the content they push your way. So when you're making content, please make sure that the first 1 to 5 seconds should hold your client, your audience, hold them. Start with questions. Start with things that would intrigue your audience. Because if somebody clicks a video and in the first 3 seconds they are out, the algorithm is watching and is like, that means this video is not, they don't like this video. So your first 5 seconds should be intriguing, catchy, should be where the juice is. Then as you go on, you can now ease off. So your click-through rate should be very important. You should also know that YouTube usually does not care too much about likes, comments. They're not really bothered about this too much. It's good, but what is good is how long people spend watching your video or videos. That is what YouTube cares about. The likes and the comments, okay, but that is not their main option. Another thing that you will do or that will happen on your video, on your channel, that YouTube will be happy about is shares. If people share your content, it triggers, the algorithm sees this and says, okay, that means people like this content enough to share. Meaning that your video is bringing external audience, external traffic. That's a good signal for your video. And then your video will blossom or your content will blossom. So see the algorithm as not a machine or a police, but like a friend. Somebody that would point you in the right direction if you're a viewer. So when somebody watch one of your videos, 2 of your videos, 3 of your videos, Even if the person does not click on the bell button, YouTube will automatically recommend your video to that person. So when you have more shares, when people watch your video to the end, the algorithm would be happy with you and then will recommend your video to more people. That's why you see when YouTubers speak, they say, watch the video to the end. Are you not surprised? You always hear, watch the video to the end, watch the video to the end, because everybody understands the value of having a good click-through rate. Nobody wants a video that will just be watched for a few seconds and people will run away from it before you know it. So it's very important that that happens, that you understand the click-through rate and understand all of that, watch time and engagement. So also comments also help, but like I said, not too much, but they help. So whatever form of engagement your channel has or your video has is a good signal to the algorithm that, okay, people are liking this. Okay, this channel is doing something that is right. This videos is okay, is appropriate, is the right video for the right people, for this type of people. All right, so make sure that you're speaking to a person, or in your mind when you're designing your video. Don't try to speak to everybody. Speak to a particular person. That person has other people that are like that person. Nobody is too unique when it comes to interest. When it comes to our interest online, there are a couple of thousands of people who are interested in the same thing, or a million or 100,000 of people who are interested in the same thing. So when you think of one person and you address your content to solve that one person's problem, or educate that one person, or entertain that one person, the algorithm will see it as a good signal and then recommend your videos to others or push your videos to viewers. And before you know it, you start ranking top in the YouTube space. I hope this is understandable. And if it's not, always feel free to leave your comment in the comment section and we'll get to it as soon as I can. Next we'll be looking at now is promoting your videos. How do you go about promoting your videos after you have understood this algorithm and after you've done the right things and you have good click rates? How do you further promote your video?